Pre-statistics. Modeling with quadratic functions, Part 3. Less objective. Estimate the maximum or minimum value of a quantity. Less objective. Example 4. A group charters a flight that normally costs $800 per person. A group discount reduces the fare by $10 for each ticket sold. The more tickets sold, the lower the per person rate. There are 60 seats on the plane, including 4 seats for the crew. What is the size of the group that would maximize the airline's revenue? Solution. Number 1, we want to define each variable. We will let n be the number of people in the group. P will be the price in dollars per person. So n is our independent variable. P is our dependent variable because the price depends upon the number of people in the group. R is the revenue, and the revenue depends upon the number of people in the group. So we will have a system of 2 equations. So let's look at 2 numerical examples first. A group of 3 charge would be 800 minus 3 times 10, which is 770. A group of 4 would be 800 minus 4 times 10, which is 760. So now we can write an equation using this expression for price, and we would say the first equation, price equals negative 10 times n plus 800. The second equation is revenue. Revenue is equal to the price times the number of people. Or using variables, we would say P times n. So our system would be revenue equals P times n, and we have our system. Our first equation and then our second equation. To build the revenue function, we will use substitution and substitute the expression negative 10n plus 800 for P. Our next step is to distribute the n, and we have R is equal to negative 10 n squared plus 800n. So we see that this is a quadratic function. To graph this quadratic function, I will use these values for the window settings. Negative 10 for the x min, 100 for the x max. I want to count by 5, and then for the y min, negative 5,000, the y max 20,000, and I want to count by 2,000. Now I got these values from looking at the table for various values. Hitting graph, we can see the parabola. Here's the intercepts. This looks like the maximum value here. So next, to find this maximum point, we use our formula n equals negative b over 2a, which in this case gives us n is equal to 40. This means if we have a group of 40 people, this will give us the maximum revenue. Substituting 40n to get the amount of the revenue, we have 40 squared times negative 10 plus 800 times 40, which gives us a value of $16,000. So the price will be negative 10 times 40 plus 800, which is 400. So describe each result. The gross revenue will be with 40 people, and that is $400 per person, which gives us a revenue of $16,000. To check it, if we choose 39 people in the group, the price would be $410, but the revenue would be $15,990. If we do 41 people in the group, the price would be $390, but the revenue would be $15,900. To verify it using the graphing calculator, we can use our maximum feature, and we see when x is 40, Y is 16,000. So when N is 40, the maximum revenue will be 16,000. Thanks for watching.